Now that you've got your Paganini violin and you'd like to play it, it's important that you tune up the instrument so that everything sounds nice and in tune and as beautiful as possible. In order to tune the instrument, it's important to know what the strings are so that when you go to tune them, you can get the right pitch. So, this instrument has 4 strings. The lowest is over here and the highest is over here. And going from lowest to highest, we have G, D, A, and E. The way that I remember this is g'day. G-D-A-E, from lowest to highest, g'day. So, the first thing you'll need when tuning your instrument is a chromatic tuner. And this is so you know what pitch the strings are currently at, so you can adjust them to make them in tune. You can use a clip-on tuner like this Muso tuner that we sell here at WA Music, or you might already have one at home, or you might have a tuning app on your phone. So to use this tuner, you want to clip it onto the scroll so it catches the vibrations of the instrument and it'll tell you what pitch your strings are currently at. So let's give this a go. That's very flat, not in tune. And the tuner is telling me exactly how not in tune the instrument is. So now we know what the pitch of the strings should be and we know what the pitch of the strings currently are with our tuner. Now we have to tune the instrument, and there are 2 ways that we can do this. We can use the friction pegs on the top in the peg box here, or we can use the fine tuners down the bottom to help us achieve the right tuning. The pegs will give you a bigger change in pitch, and the fine tuners will give you a smaller change in pitch. So the most common way to tune a violin is to get the pitch as close as possible with the pegs and then adjust with the fine tuners. So I'm going to tune the E string now using the combination of the friction peg and the fine tuner. And the main thing to remember when you're tuning is that you have to push the friction peg into the peg box and up at the same time so it holds. And the tuning of the fine tuner can go either way. It can go flatter or sharper, and it doesn't make too much of a difference because it's very, very incremental. So let's tune this string. It's saying it's a very flat D, so I'm going to raise the pitch with the peg. And I'm pushing in and I'm pushing up. Now, I've gone too far. This is too sharp, so now I have to lower the pitch with the fine tuner. And I'm just loosening that off to the left. And you'll know when it's in tune when the tuner is green. And now I will tune the rest of the instrument. Essentially how you tune a violin. The main things that you should think about when you are tuning is that you've got to make sure you do it very gently and very slowly so that you don't tighten the peg too quickly and the string becomes too tense. You also want to make sure that you do use a tuner just to make sure everything is really in tune. And you also want to make sure that you check the bridge as you're tuning, because as you pull the strings tighter, the bridge can start to move towards the fingerboard, and you just want it to be nice and straight. So, you are now ready to tune a violin.